Hey folks, Matt from FlyRC. Today we're giving you a little insight to a new product from Deluxe Materials, the company out of the UK. When you think of Deluxe Materials, you might just think glue, but they are much more than that. They have all different types of products, from coatings to coverings to weatherings, you name it. And one of the reasons for that is not only are they RC gurus and junkies, but they're also chemists. So there's a little bit more, behind the whole glue thing than just sniffing it and sticking things together. There's a science to it, believe it or not. Anyway, they sent us along their new Fix and Flex. It is a flexible bonding agent. There are already a few of those out in the market, specifically made for foam aircraft. This one, however, works on metals, plastics, you name it, and it will stay flexible with a good bond. So we've got the Andromeda Twin Explorer here, a little two-channel aircraft. My son did a number on the wingtips already, which I still have, and I'm going to glue back in place. But one of the beauties about this aircraft is the flexibility of the wings and to keep it resilient when you do stuff it into the ground. So I'm going to do something that no modeler ever wants to do, and nor do I recommend this, but in order to display what this Fix and Flex from Deluxe Materials can do, we're just going to take and rip that wing half right off. Oh! But just wait and see what it does. Alright, so here's our broken wing, as we showed it before. Like I said, I wouldn't advise that anybody break their aircraft on purpose, but in order to display the power and the capabilities of the Fix and Flex from Deluxe Materials, that's why I did it. So basically, what you want to do is get your broken section all cleaned up. Once you do that, you apply a liberal amount of this stuff. It's quite the consistency of the other flexible adhesives, if you will, or rubber cement. So it's going to stay put. It's not going to run on you or anything like that. Once you've got your wound all cleaned up and your flex and fit or Fix and Flex on it, I'm going to close it up. Just wipe off the excess with a finger there. Basically, if you were working with a larger aircraft or some heavier materials, you're going to want to clamp it up or tape it to keep it still. This is a nice clean break, and where I did break it, it just so happens to be where I can rest the aircraft upside down, this little Explorer, and the weight of the fuselage itself will keep that joint nice and closed. We're going to let this cure up, and then once we come back to it, we're going to give it the flex test again and see if the Fix and Flex lives up to its name, that it stays flexible once it's cured up. Like we said before, you can use this stuff for a vast number of purposes, not only foam, but wood, metal, plastics, lots of different craft and hobby ideas or repairs. The other thing it does that a lot of the flexible adhesives don't do is it's gap filling. It's safe to use on electronics if you want to mount your electronics or isolate them from vibration. So there's, like I said, a vast many uses for this product. And we're glad that quite literally the mad scientists over at Deluxe Materials came up with this stuff, because they are first and foremost mad scientists and then RC junkies, and for that we get their awesome products from Deluxe Materials out of the UK. So we're going to wait for this to cure up and come back to it in a bit and see what she looks like. So we're back. It's about 24 hours later. We let the wing on our Twin Explorer cure up with our Fix and Flex. Like we showed you earlier, we added a liberal amount, kind of swept it clean with our finger, and basically what it's done is it's given us a nice bond. Still allows the wing to bend at almost 90 degrees, but it stays nice and flexible. The bond is good where it cracked. So moral to the story is, if you've got any EPP foam aircraft or any other type of foam that requires it to be flexible in the airframe to prevent damage, this right here is what you need. Fix and Flex from Deluxe Materials. Be sure to check them out at deluxematerials.com, the website down there, or horizonhobby.com in the USA for their US distribution. Stuff works great. Like I said, great adhesion, but remains flexible for any aircraft that you need to stay that way in order to perform as they did pre-crash. So whether it's a broken part from hangar rash, you tripped and fell while walking to the flight line with it, or you stuffed it into the ground because of dumb thumbs, this right here is what you need. Boom.